chưa? Em cứ bấm ra xong mình cắt nhé.
Em bấm rồi đấy.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Sir John.
All right, let's start.
Yeah, let's start. Okay. Thank you for coming for the start talk today. We have some questions for you. Okay. As a PGSM academic advisor, can you please tell us what should be the priority of Vietnamese using today?
The environment of business right now is such that economic growth is slowing down. U.S. Federal Reserve is going to cut rates. ECB is going to cut rates further. All other countries, industrial countries, Korea, Australia and others have announced that they are going to follow suit. So right now the mode of the world economy is towards slowing down. I don't think there will be a recession this year, but basically it's not upbeat environment. Now in this environment, in my opinion, businesses should do three things. First, the first priority should be on proper reading of the external environment. Any information regarding the economic situation, the market situation, particularly the things that matter to your business, the economic and business things that matter to your business. You have to monitor it, evaluate it, and you have to decide what are the market shifts that can give you opportunity. Businesses should know that the opportunities come from market shifts, not from simple trends or reading what everybody else knows. And shifts are the sources of big advantage. So that is the first priority, is make sure that you have good access to external information, monitor information, and evaluate information, and so that you know the opportunity. The second thing is that to take action on it. So that means that you have to have knowledge-based centers and processes for decision makers. Right information at the right time, to the right manager, through the right medium also. So they can make information quickly, and the high priority for businesses is to make sure that they respond to market shift quickly, to have agile organization, quick respond, be adaptable and be flexible. The third thing that you need to do is that markets always are involved with risk, so you have to be very sensitive to the downside risk. And that is that if something goes wrong, you have to be prepared, which requires anticipation of the event, which requires to have good risk management system in your organization. And risk management is not something that deals with negative aspects of risk. Risk is neutral. It usually helps you. We call it upside risk because the markets are growing. You want to take risk, entrepreneurial risk. And it also has downside risk. So risk is a neutral concept. And I think that once you manage it, you will be aggressive on the upside risk and you will be cautious on the downside risk, but you are ready for every situation. So my suggestion is that first, make sure that you get accurate information about outside the company. We call it external information. Unfortunately, many businesses are busy inside their company, so they don't understand what is going on. And all of a sudden, they see my business is going down, but they don't read it. So make sure you monitor external information, bring it to your company, analyze it, and make decisions on it, give it to the right decision makers. And thirdly, make sure that you have a risk management process so that you are not harmed by negative impact.
Yeah, based on the three things that you just mentioned, do you have any advice for the Vietnamese business community to improve the competitive advantage in the context of global integration?
Yes, many business owners are focus only on their product or their service or their company. They are not market focused. Therefore, the trends, the ups and downs, not so important. The trends, they look at it, but the shifts, the things completely shift, and that is a fundamental or structural change to your business and could impact you greatly. So the first thing that I suggest is that the executives should get out of their office. They should be seeking information, checking out, and they should not think that business is about fighting. Business is about making sure that you have a sustainable existence, you can grow steadily, you are in direct communication with your customers, we call it customer intimacy, and you can bring about change, innovation. Innovation is something that is new to you. It is different from inventions. So bring new ideas and create a corporate culture in which new ideas get tested, get experimented, and quickly acted. So keep your people creative, keep your organization lean. I said have a lean and clean organizational culture. Lean organization, clean corporate culture. And that is essential for any business's success. Again, of course, quality is important, technology important, and those things are important, human resource, but those are general.
Yeah.
What distinguishes you is that you have to have access to intangible assets such as reputation and brand. You have to have access to things that would make you superior to other competitors, and that can come from innovation, can come from something unique to you. Superiority can be unique to you, and you have to keep creating because somebody will copy what you're doing, your modern business. So you have to, again, as I mentioned, you have to have lean operation, clean corporate culture, and adaptable, quickly respond to change.
Thank you so much for your very precious advice. Yeah. So do you want to talk more about our business? Like, since we have already discussed.
Yeah, I think that there are really great opportunities for business owners in Vietnam. They are very smart in terms of the cultural understanding of Vietnamese consumers. It's something that is very difficult for foreigners. They know their taste, they know their, and a lot of things is implicit culture. You cannot read a book about it. You have to live it.
Sure.
So they are pretty smart with regard to reading the customer's mind. But they are not good learner in terms of creative ideas that distinguishes you from others. They are basically following some good ideas that they see as good, and they stick with it. They are not constantly changing. So I think that the potential for good education, particularly executive education, which is focused on the techniques and mindset of executives, and things that are long-lasting, your way of thinking, is critical, because then you can combine the formal education, like executive education, based on theory, based on rational decision making, combine it with the cultural aspect that they already understand and they are very good at. So when you combine this, you will have a good chance of success in the future. There are many people who have one of them and not the other one. And so I think that I'm optimistic about the future of those individuals. But they will not be very many. So a lot of businesses would have to quickly learn how to run business the professional way and how to grow their business, hopefully, to global companies.
So do you think, in order to do that, do you think the executive MBA of BGSM could help them?
Yeah, there are many programs in Vietnam, and many people are after a degree or certificate.
Yes.
If they are after a degree or certificate, not much will change. It's basically the same mindset. But the executive programs like BGSM that focus on quality of the learning experience. They hire professors that have experience both in the industry and research and teaching. So they can help executives apply theoretical models that work, proven to be successful. That is critical in the way you approach a business situation. So they are not teaching, for example, data or history or dates.
Yeah.
They are teaching principles that are long lasting, so they will make an impact. So my advice is that if you select a program or if you take classes, focus on learning something that is more long lasting rather than just going after a certificate. That is worthless. And actually, in practice, most companies don't care for the certificate that much.
Yes.
There is some minimum that they require. It is in the company itself where they see that you are always progressing, you're always learning. It's impossible to live today, to be successful in any organization without constant learning, self-learning. And that is what you can get the foundation of it in business education.
Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much for your advice. Okay, so I think we can finish the interview.
All right, sure. It was
Yeah,
nice
just-
talking with you.
Yes, so can we just go inside and can you discuss something about for tomorrow?
Oh,
Like,
okay, sure.
just take a look some of
Yes, of
the
course.
theories.